I got a question for the men's out there, especially younger people out there. Why is it in your heart that you think it's okay because if a woman tell you, I don't want to be bothered with you anymore, we done ran our course, and they have kids with you, and you feel that because she broke up with you, you got to end her life, treat her bad, and all that kind of stuff. As black men, we need to stop doing that to our black sisters. Our black sister with kids is going through a lot as it is in this country. We are going through something. We need all of us to stand together, because pay attention to the world and you will see what I'm talking about. We're into stuff that we never seen, as I've seen it before at my age, but you guys never seen this before. And this is going to be a rude awakening. You need to wake up, love each other, stop the violence, stop killing and all this stuff. It's getting us nowhere. It's getting us nowhere. And what do you think about it?
I don't know. See, whenever I think about just being a man, right? I kind of go back to when I was a young kid. I didn't have great examples of what a man was. No one came to me and was like, hey, this is what a man's supposed to be. This is what a man will go through. And these are the obstacles you have to endure. It was always kind of the same thing. Talking about how many women you can get sleep with. How often can you work? Are you a provider? That's it. No one ever really talked about the mental health aspect of it at all. So there were so many things that I brought on that were negative from just watching people. Because again, my father wasn't in my life in my young years. So I just watched people. And I didn't realize that the things that I was downloading wasn't helpful.
Right.
So I think a lot of times when you look at men make some very foolish decisions, especially ones that pertain to hurting women, it's because of trauma they have in their life that they haven't dealt with. A lot of people refuse to deal with the stuff in their closet.
Right. Yes, that's a good point too. I think young people need to just step back. It don't matter what other people have. You don't have to keep up with the Joneses. It don't matter how they dress or whatever. It's about you, your life.
Yeah.
Because that one mistake will give you life in prison, or give you a box to bury. Your parents. Let's start thinking about what your parents go through when you do stuff like that. How much drama you put on a parent from that stuff. We got to realize your parents can only do so much with you. But once you get a certain age, it's up to you, to make your life better. We got to get back to that. We got to believe in God, because God gives all the strength. He will watch over you. He will if you ask God for help, God will give you that help. All you got to do is.
It's funny that you mentioned God, because for me, the best example that I found as a man, so the best example that I had found in being a man or becoming a man was reading Jesus' story, right? Just his selflessness. It wasn't about him, it was about everyone else.
Everyone.
Like how he treated people, how he talked to people, how he cared for people, the things that he didn't allow himself to be in. When I read those scriptures, it made me realize what version of a man I should become. But a lot of people don't open that book.
Right.
Even people that's in church. They spend so much time hearing all of this, and they're not taking that and actually putting it into work.
But when it comes to people that go to church, see, some people just go to church to be seen.
Yeah.
And some people go to church to mean.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when I go to church, I want to hear the word. You see, like I said, half of the people out here is preaching prophet to follow.
Yeah.
Because people got to realize all the stuff that you hear from some of these people, God did not do that. He loved everybody.
Yeah.
He didn't pick chance, no color, black, white, all that. He loved everybody. Yeah. He treated everybody the same. And the different thing that's going on in the world, and people got to realize this, and I hate to keep telling people, stop listening to all the propaganda. Yeah. That's why we're in this situation now. You was lied to.
Yeah.
All this stuff you hear is lied to.
Yeah.
We way better in this, like I said on the last show. It's time for America to wake up. Stop falling for all this stuff. Stop falling for it. Believe in yourself.
It's hard to wake up because you have people that don't look like us that feel that we're the problem.
But see,
You have people that look like us, and they think that other people are the problem. We're just constantly battling with ourselves, and at the end of the day, no matter what skin color you are, we all fucked up. we all got problems.
And the thing about it is, when you get a country and that first stuff that works all the time for people. I'm gonna scare you to death, and you're gonna believe in this, and that was your life. You're gonna be. Oh my God, these people are gonna do that. All right, every country have bad seats.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
We have bad people. No matter what color you are, they white, black, Japanese, whatever color. They everybody got bad people.
Yeah.
And now every race do bad things.
Yeah.
So let's just get that out there now. But the thing about what they do to people to get their mind on stuff is they keep on talking about the same thing. How many times in this country we're going to keep on going through the same stuff? This is 2025.
Yeah.
And we are going through the same stuff like it's 1965.
Yeah.
Instead of us going ahead as a big nation to make our nation stronger, the best nation in the world, that if we all stick together in this nation and treat everybody with respect and all that, we can be the most powerful country in the world, like a country's supposed to be. Every man and person in this country is supposed to have the right to do whatever. We don't need all this. All this stuff here is just a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people got to realize it's enough of stuff. I mean, this is just crazy. Like, like I was saying, your girlfriend breaks up with you. You mad about it. Instead of you being a man and say, hey, blame yourself. You did something to make her do this.
Yeah.
Don't blame her because she's breaking up with you. Blame yourself because you ain't one man enough to be a man to take care of your responsibility. And she got to move on because she's working while you sitting at home playing a PlayStation.
Yeah.
What do you expect her to do?
Yeah.
Sooner or later she's going to get tired. That's the same thing. You have a dog, you always beat that dog. Sooner or later the dog going to get out that door and he's going to run.
Yeah.
And you never see that dog again.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing with people have. But men just cannot get that in their head because they're so messed up on everything else that they feel, you're leaving me, so I'd rather kill you and have nothing. Well, you won't be with nobody else.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, killed her. Now you're sitting in jail for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Then you come to your common senses. Why did I do that? But a little too late.
Yeah. Because the damage is already done.
Oh, damage already done.
Yeah. No, it's an endless cycle that
Yeah.
we don't talk about how we can actually get through it.
Right.
And I don't get it. But see, I guess my gripe is I've had so many conversations with people. I tend to see women pick these dudes that's just garbage. Like they're garbage, and all I hear is like, oh, potential. It's like, okay, I understand that you see the potential in this person, but how many times they gonna show you that they not for you? Like how many times you need to see that? Like if you dating a dude and out of nowhere he smacked you one good time. What old boy say? You're a little slap.
Right,
a little slap.
Right,
little slap.
Then that little slap turned into a little fist.
Yeah, it's like, okay, but
then
then you allowed that slap to happen, right? And you let it slide. And you say like, no, okay, he only did it once. Then he do it a second time. Then he keep doing it. And then you keep this person around. I need, and this is my moment to tell women this, okay? A man only does what a woman allows them to do. Okay? That's why marriage is so important. Again, a strong woman can make a man even stronger. And I think that's not talked about enough because a weak woman will make a man weaker. It's just what it is. We need that backing because sometimes we tend to think that bottom head and not that top. It's just what it is.
Right, it
but,
is what it is.
When you start to walk in your purpose with God, when you start to have Him in your circle, then you start strengthening yourself. But again, there's so many people that don't open that book.
And then they got to realize one thing too. When you get a certain age as a man,
Yeah.
and you number one, when you have your first kid as a man,
Yep.
your responsibility is that kid.
Yeah.
You got to man up and stop thinking about the boys and I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna tell you something. I went through that when I had my first kid. I'm hanging out with the boys. I got a kid, but I'm hanging out with the boys. Hey, but I'm telling you, God came to me and He told me, Either you're going to end up in jail or you're going to end up dead. It's up to you. And at that time, I turned into a man because I had a kid, and I said, you know what? I'm going to raise that kid because I don't want my kid to be doing this stuff I'm doing, hanging in the street. You know, out there. You know, it's nothing being wrong with being with friends, but when you got there's a responsibility too, it's time to change your lifestyle when you have a kid, because in this world right now, kids need their fathers, and it's they need their fathers, man, because we're in a world of turmoil here. We're in a world of turmoil, folks. You never thought about it because you're young. Y'all never been. What you need to do, if you got grandfathers still alive that were back in the 60s and all that stuff and all that, listen to them. They got the story. They've been through it. I learned the story because I listened to old people there when I was coming up. Right. I didn't give a care. I had to change. I had to change my life, and I'm gonna change this life for the better. And it happened. It didn't happen. But we in turmoil here, and we got all the fathers. I'm talking to the fathers out there. We gotta step up. We gotta step up, because our little kids they getting killed. They can't even make it 10 years old. Yeah. I mean, it's just bad.
You see kids now younger and younger having guns.
Right.
And it's like, okay, at what point in time did things kind of change?
But see, this when this when people got to realize about the politics.
Yes.
If you want to stop crime, and you want all this killing to stop, you tell everybody that got kids, all your kids got to be on life insurance. You got to have a life insurance policy, and you want to bet and see how much faster that they will stop this. Because then it's a money thing. They got to pay out. See, people got to realize they don't, really in their mind, they don't really care about this and all that. You're black. That's what I keep trying to tell people. You're a black. And, they don't care you kill yourself. You're black. They're being honest with you.
It's crazy. I had this thought a couple months ago. I said, as a kid, I didn't necessarily understand racism, right? When I first heard it. Because I'm like, wait a minute. You mean to tell me my ancestors used to be slaves? You telling me that y'all used to whip us, beat us? And I'm like, okay, that seems so far-fetched. Like, I understand that it was truth, but it seemed so far-fetched, like it just seemed so far. But as I got older, it felt like the thought of racism got closer and closer, to the point where, like, now as an adult, at 33 years old, it's like racism is staring me directly in my face, and I can't move it.
And because it's like that, because, like I said, propaganda again.
Yeah.
Black people have been in this world long enough now with white people and everybody else. Yeah. How many times are you going to sit up here and say, a strong America with everybody stick together?
Yeah.
Not with everybody going this way because of one person or two person or this. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody bothering you people.
No.
Black people in this world same as you. They doing the same thing. Black people got to realize one thing. We all going through the same stuff you going through, but we going through it a little different.
Yes.
Because see, y'all will get a break.
Yeah.
We won't get a break.
We ain't got a break.
We ain't had a break since we've been in this country.
Yeah, we ain't had a break.
Y'all get a break.
Well, we went from slavery to Jim Crow to mass incarceration. Okay, wait. Oh, we gotta go before that. We gotta go to war on drugs, crack epidemic, and then we gotta go right to mass incarceration. And then it just seems like there's just small things right out. Like this whole time with Trump, like it's like everything that we put in law, you snatching from us.
But here's the thing. Y'all, black people ain't about no crack in this country. They did this. They put all that stuff in a black neighborhood and let him go free with it. But see, it backfired. Yeah. It backfired on them. Then white people got on there and they say, "Oh my God, it's an epidemic," but you did it.
Yeah.
They don't. Black people they couldn't drive across the damn border.
Nah. But then they denied it for so long.
Right, for so
and
long.
then they release it like, oh, okay, here we go.
Here we go.
But that's crazy.
But see, the thing about it, at the time you released it, all
the damage
is done. It's already.
That's why I laugh when somebody says like, "Oh man, we gotta vote. We gotta do this. We gotta do that." How can you think that I will look at a system that's corrupt and has never been for me, and to think that it's for me now?
Right, and then I'm like now, and people got to realize something. Them people work for us. They don't work for just one person. They work for us.
The government doesn't exist without the people.
And I'm gonna tell the people this too. People, we're in a crisis.
Yeah.
I'm telling every black person, we are in a crisis. Don't let these people sit up here and feed you that propaganda, because everything you see on that TV, that man that's sitting up there is called president is the biggest crook there is. He want to blame everybody talking about treason. By law, you should have been in jail a long time ago.
Definitely. Because whoever thought you could be a felon or a potential felon
and then run for president.
I know black people that's felons that can't even get a job. That's a gavel moment. Can't even get a job.
That's a gavel.
Can't even get a job. But you can run for president?
But you can run for president.
Come on, nah.
And then
if that ain't white America, I don't know what it is.
Right. But then the thing is like this. They work for us. I'm telling everybody, black, white, I don't care what color he is. I don't care. Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop falling for all this shit. Yeah. Y'all people that sit up here and got hooked on that damn internet and listen to everybody that's sitting up there talking, but they making money, and you suffer.
Yeah.
We suffer. Some of the stuff they be saying might be, but a lot of that stuff they saying is lies. And all that stuff you see on there, like I keep telling people, every time we got to vote for a president, we ain't never had a president. Everybody talk about the same thing. The economy. Bills is so high.
Yeah.
This is bad.
Yeah.
Crime.
Yeah.
People coming across the border.
Yeah.
This. Hey, we're tired of hearing that every time we vote for somebody.
Yeah.
Let's say this when you vote for somebody. What are you going to do for me?
Yeah.
I don't give a damn about the people coming across that border.
No.
Because they help us.
Yes, everybody has a role.
But see, the thing about it, they use their fear functions against the American people. Oh my God, but no good and well.
Yeah.
Them people, having them people that sit up there talking about, oh my God, they're coming at us. Them people come to work.
Yeah.
Having America, I'm going to be honest with you. Y'all white asses not getting out there doing that shit.
Oh, man, ain't nobody.
And ain't no black asses getting out there taking shit either.
I done seen, whether it's Mexican or Hispanic, let me tell you something. They take care of roofing. They take care. Most of them work in the hotels. Okay, they do all the lawn maintenance. Like, come on, let's be real. I don't see too many white people in droves wanting to do that. Okay, I didn't been on a roof. I didn't did that one time. I said I ain't never doing that no more. Cause why is it so hot on that roof? Trying to put on some shingles. But again, it's no different than what they've done in history, right? Every time somebody comes over here, they paint this image that, they're the ones snatching the jobs. They're the ones taking all the money. No. Last time I checked, how much money was just put into ICE? That's crazy.
That's who taking the money. That's taking the money.
We were the melting pot.
Right.
But now you want to put them in shackles. Now you want to put them in jail again. That's another version of mass incarceration.
It
has to stop.
I'm gonna tell you too. That's the same thing. Like I said, and people might get mad and everything, but I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Yep.
We always talking about it when wars, what this country did to this country, and then time this country go to war with this country, you do the same thing to these people that ain't got nothing to do with your shit.
Yep.
The same thing people did to you. So what's the difference? It's no difference here.
It's no difference.
You know, you go to war and everything, the people just want to live and do all this, but your bums come over, you kill them too. Then when the war's all over and all that, you don't help them, can't feed them, can't do none of it. But you do the same thing that happened to you, you're doing the same thing too. So we need to stop that. You know, like God is, like I tell people, God is already watching. That's why the heat is hot as I don't know what. It's flooding water everywhere. You got wildfires and all this kind of stuff. It's a reckoning coming.
Oh, definitely. But I want
to. God is like, you know, this is unbelievable. This is unbelievable to him. That a bunch of American people, just gone like out of control.
I got a question for you. Because you had mentioned kind of, the experience of when you had your first son. When it came to, because you lost your parents young, lost your father young. Who did you look towards, or what blueprint did you use, or what understanding did you have of what type of man you wanted to become? Like, how did you know how to be a man?
Well, when you see back in the day in the 60s, it was the same. Black people was going through the same thing. They didn't have no luxury and all that kind of stuff. They were still trying to survive. That's what I'm saying. Black people in them days know how to survive. Stuff we can't afford, stuff we don't get. You know what I mean? And then when I was coming up and seeing all this, then I'm saying, you know what? When I get old enough and I'm on my own, I'm not going to come. I'm going to make myself better than what I am when I came up. And then when you have your first kid, now you're a father. You're a young father. You just lost your parents. You got 2 sisters to raise. Now you got to do what you got to do. And the thing about it, I went to work. You know what I mean? Went to work. I got to take care of a kid and all this kind of stuff. And all that. And then, and then you get a kid, and everything, you're young. And the first thing comes, like I said, that welfare stuff, like the government gave to the people. You get rid of your man, you can get this check, and that would happen then, And I told my first baby mama, if you get on welfare, I can't help you.
No.
Because number one, I can't pay both.
No.
So she listened to her mother and she did it. So I stopped paying it. But I told my kid, I said, I was there for you, because and that's how the system was working then, because that's what they wanted. They want the men out. Yeah. The people got to realize them days they wanted the men out, so they could stop having black babies. Yeah. That's what that was all about. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. It wasn't about them just trying to get on welfare. We get the men out of there and just get them back in them days, get them checks.
Yeah, there's always an agenda.
It's an agenda. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Everything that you see these people trying to do is agenda behind it. They always going to make us look like the villain. They always going to make us like, those people, they out of control. Yeah. And really, a lot of black people is like, chill back, like me. I'm chill back. I love all my brothers and sisters. And I love everybody like God told me to. Yeah. It don't matter what color you are. I love you. Yeah.
I never saw race.
Right, I never seen color.
And I felt as though I wanted to see your character. I want to see what's beneath. And if beneath I don't mess with you.
All right, that's like me. That's like me. I know a lot of people, but I can count my friends on my finger. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So let me ask this: What was the hardest thing What was the hardest thing as it pertains to becoming a man during that process? What was the hardest thing? Give me 2 things. Give me 2 things. What's the 2 hardest things during that process of trying to become a man?
Man, I'm gonna tell you, when you're coming up with nothing, it's hard. But see, when you got, it's hard. But when you got a big family, and what I did, I watched them and how they was making their mistakes. You see what I'm saying? And then you got in your mind, their mistakes. I'm not gonna go that way with their mistakes. You know what I mean? And that's what it really was. I just, because I'm gonna tell you, I got in trouble. I went to jail one time.
How long was you in?
30 days.
30 days.
I mean, they didn't have anything.
How old was you?
Here's the thing. And that's how the law was. You know what I mean? If you speak, and I'm the type of guy who would speak my mind. Yeah. I don't care if you're a cop or whatever you're done. Yeah. I got off work and they did a raid on my parents' house. But in the meantime, my mother was still alive, but she was sick. Yeah. But she wasn't there anyway because she was gone. And they did a raid on the house. I got off work. Yeah. I went to the store. I was so hungry, got off work and stuff. I got me a dad with something. Make me a dad with. Yeah. I go to the cops all in there coming in and everything. I'm sitting there in the sun. They come out, get your hands up. I'm like, man, I am starving.
I gotta eat this sandwich. I gotta eat this sandwich.
So,
I got a dad with. I gotta eat this sandwich.
I'm mad. I'm home. Ain't nothing in here. Yeah. Ain't no drugs in here. But they wanted to, they did that because the crowd where my brother was hanging.
Oh, wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you automatically get.
Oh man, you think you're doing something.
Yeah.
So I said, man, this time they locked my ass up, and the judge, they told me something. You know the reason you're going to jail? You're going to jail for your mouth. I said, you know why? Because I told you. That would make you be a man. Wait a minute. Because you got that badge, you can put the handcuffs on me and all that.
That's
but if you talk about hitting me, I'm gonna hit your back.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna play. I ain't gonna play that because you the law and all that kind of stuff. But if I haven't did nothing, you ain't got to put your hands up. So they gave me 30. They said, well, we going to jail for your mouth. And I said, good. Now, you know what I told the judge? Good. I need a vacation anyway.
No, I need a vacation anyway.
Yep, sure did.
Hey.
And after I got out of there, my life changed.
Wow.
And when I was walking out that door, they said, we'll see you again. I said, not in your lifetime. And I've never been back.
It's funny because so many people walk into that situation and they constantly find themselves back in jail, back in prison.
See, back in those days, and back in those days in St. Louis, all that racism. You know, and that's why they did that. That's why they put all these white cops in the black neighborhoods, and all that. But knowing all these cops people in that black neighborhood was racist. And they know they was. You weren't helping the people. You just brought all these people in here just to dominate people and all that. To just, try to, no, it don't work that way.
No.
When people are grown and all that, busting their ass and paying their tax and all that.
It's funny. Somebody.
All that.
I don't know if it was you or if it was somebody else. Somebody recently said to me, they said how it should be done is, in order for you to be a police officer in a particular area, you have to be from there.
Right.
And you have to live there.
You gotta live there.
And you have to live in certain communities. Right? Like you get your housing paid for, but you gotta make sure you park your car outside. Right. So everyone in particular neighborhoods, they see this police car.
Right.
And then that automatically changes the landscape. But that's
not
how that happens.
Right. No.
You got a white cop from the suburbs coming to Detroit. They don't have no understanding of how the people move. So when they see a young black male walking down the street, when he's just going to the Coney Island, you automatically want to profile him.
Right.
You automatically want to look at him as a threat. And that's a problem. Because again, that's how we operate. Especially in today's time. Think about it. When Trayvon Martin was walking with a hoodie, and that was so unheard of. And it's like, why are you walking with this hoodie on? Why do you have your hood on? We have a generation now in our young kids. They literally wear hoodies in 80, 90, 100 degree weather with their hoods on, which is crazy.
Right.
But that's something they do.
Right.
You gonna gun every one of them down?
Right.
You gonna kill every one of them because they look like thugs, because they look like they about to go steal? No, they just look like kids.
Right. The kids, they gotta realize kids copy our stuff.
Yeah. Which negative stuff that they put out.
Right.
So you turn around and you give me this image of this thug or this rapper that looks so influential.
Right.
But that same person you justify, that same person you glorify, you turn around and you gun down a kid that follows that same stuff.
Right.
That's a broken system.
It's a broken system.
So you setting us up to fail. Right. And it's like as a black male, I look at that and I say, okay, so are we going, as you say, we going to keep falling for the propaganda, or we going to realize that they setting us up to begin with?
And that's the truth. It's just common sense. We go through the same thing every time. Every time we got to vote. I'm going to tell you, America.
Same time.
You want to change America and to get America back to the people, it is time to get rid of all of them.
Yeah.
It's time to all these old people that have been voting, by name. I'm not saying no matter black, white, whatever. That's in this country. It's time to start voting for new people. It is time for young people to start running for office. It is time for young people to start running for half of this stuff.
Shut it down.
Because we've been going through this for years and years, and we really, America, we ain't getting nowhere. We keep going backwards.
Keep going back.
Here's the thing. And I'm going to tell you, I think a lot of people voted for Trump because we already went through the election and he stayed on TV the whole year, running his mouth the whole year.
I was cheated.
And what happened? And America fell for it. All lies. Only thing he was doing was saving his ass from going to jail.
Yep.
That's it.
That's it.
And America fell for it.
That's it.
They fell for it.
Apparently,
right.
If you're a felon, soon to be felon, or you're facing significant charges, You can still run for president.
Right.
Look at our country.
Right.
Beautiful. It's beautiful.
Right.
Beautiful.
Then
America.
the law of the land.
America.
The law of the land. It's crazy. It's crazy. People, but I'm gonna tell you, people my age and all that done worked it all their life and done retired. They just want to sit back and just enjoy life.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all. Really, all the old people that done worked it all day. I'm gonna tell you, this country, how greedy we is.
Yeah.
You always take it from the old people.
Yeah.
They paid their taxes all their lives, all the time, and get this, and they can't. And all of a sudden, we taking Medicaid, but I'm gonna give them $45 million just to go pick people up off the street, and that's cool. That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
You take all these old people, you say, I care for these people, but you take all these people, and I'm taking from the old people.
Yeah.
Damn, only thing they want to do is just live. They paid their taxes all their life. Y'all, you don't want to give them anything?
Nope.
Take their insurance and all that. And then, and you filthy rich. When you're dead and gone, you can't take the money with you.
Nope.
So only thing you're going to do is you're going to pass it to your kid. He's going to do the same thing from learning off you. Because y'all don't got no heart for nobody but yourselves.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
American people, you use American people to work and get all their money from them.
Yeah.
They work their ass off, and what they get? You want to complain about, we might have to lay off because I didn't make that much money this year, and I'm complaining about it. It's crazy.
Well-paid slaves.
That's it.
Well-paid slaves.
Yep. For the rich.
That's what we are, because at the end of the day,
It don't matter, you're white or black, what color you are, whatever. We all are.
there's one class that I wish I had in my elementary, middle, and high school and college. We needed to talk about inflation, because no matter how much money I make, 2 years later, it's not enough.
Not enough.
It's not enough.
It's not enough.
It's crazy. So at the end of the day, you can say whatever you want about the person that is me and the color of my skin, but guess what? You and me are going through the same thing. The amount of money they taking from me, they taking from you, unless you're in the 1%, and the 1% ain't got that many people.
Right.
So guess what?
Right.
Well-paid slaves. It's the same.
Gavel.
Gavel. We're gonna say it. Well-paid slaves.
And then the thing about America, you see it. Put it this way. To me, this is the craziest stuff I ever seen in my life. This is like, it's not funny. It's very serious. These people will be working for you, but they sitting up here for one man and messing this country up like this, and we sitting back like, but it's something we can do. It's something we can do. Vote them out. Vote them out. It don't matter which party it is. It is time to clean house on both. They've been there too long. They're too old. That's the same thing. If you had a congressman that's been in all these years, what the hell you think he's going to do for you? If he did nothing for you the first year, second year, what do you think he's going to do for you all these years he's been in there? He's just getting paid. He's already crooked. It's done. It's done.
People, because I had a conversation with somebody, and they talk about the benefit of Trump being in office from a business standpoint. But it's like, okay, and see, this is where it's a problem. We're so focused on the money.
Yeah.
Where's the humanity?
Right.
Okay? Because you have a person who is a true embodiment of so many negative things as a man. Misogynistic. Honestly, a complete asshole.
Right. Hate everybody.
You are slightly racist.
Right.
And people will make the argument like, Trump isn't racist. But here's my thing. Not speaking up for someone, not making sure or making sure that they have a lesser advantage over someone else, or just stripping people of ways to find their way to the top.
Right.
You are purposely doing things to destroy people.
Right.
Like
right.
when we start talking about Social Security, when we start talking about all these things that you have broken out. Again, I don't care that you have an issue with people coming across the border.
Right.
Like, okay, I get your personal, that's your personal opinion, that's your personal problem. But at the end of the day, let's be very honest about something. People come to America for this thing that you sold them on.
Right.
The American dream. Okay? The opportunity to make more, to do more, to provide for your family. Okay? And you have so many people that risk their lives to come over here to do that.
Right.
Why is that a problem? It's crazy to me because guess what? The people that's been over there are the ones that you made slaves, and us as black people. And again, that we really don't know what really happened. Let's be very true about that. But again, we have been in this country longer than anyone else.
Right.
And you railroad us.
Right.
You railroad us. So it's like, okay, but again, I want to, as a man, as a young black male, young adult, my call to young men is this: don't do what our ancestors did. Don't do what our parents, our grandparents did. Take action. Stand. Because it's not working. This voting process doesn't work. So I don't care if it's running for office. I don't care if it's running a community organization. Whatever the case may be, it's time for us to be very vocal, very present, and very aware that the only way things are going to change is through us. Through us.
And that's the truth. You know, and he's telling you the truth. It is time for black people to stick together. Stop killing each other. We need you.
It's dumb. It's dumb.
It's
dumb. They don't never hear white on white crime. I don't never hear Mexican on Mexican crime. I don't never hear Hispanic and Hispanic crime. Chaldean and Chaldean. I don't hear that. I'm Arab versus A. I don't hear that. But again, I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, but that's not what they push.
Right.
They paint us in such a negative light. When at the end of the day, let's be very honest. So many people want to be us. So many people want to embody everything that we are as a people. Why are we not seeing that and saying, you know what? I'm no longer going to allow somebody to profit off who I am as a person.
Right.
I'm tired of people profiting off our blackness. We need to profit off our own blackness. And I'm not talking about rappers. I'm not talking about athletes. I'm talking about everything else. Let's be more. Let's do more.
Right.
Because I'm sorry, somebody making $70 million playing basketball is the most ridiculous thing in my life. Because I'm sitting here and I'm watching somebody on a corner struggle. Again, I get it. I love playing basketball. But $70 million in a time where our world is struggling, our country is struggling, we as black people are struggling. Again, this don't make sense. It don't make sense. Tell me how this makes sense. I struggle in finding a way to watch the game, but yet somebody can make $70 million to play basketball. I don't get it.
And you know, that's
I don't get it.
It's mad, but we got to stick together. We got to stop killing each other. We got to stop that. You know, because we are a TV show. They look forward for us doing all this crazy stuff. Why do you think the only one you see on TV doing stuff is us? Just us.
Yeah.
You see just us more than you see just them.
Yeah.
It's time to stop all that. It's time to let these kids go out and play and not have to worry about doing all this. We've been here long enough. We should be used to this propaganda stuff. They want you to do all this. They want you to do this.
Yeah. Let's do something different.
Let's do something different.
Let's do something different. Let's change it up.
Right. Let's stick together. Let's stick together. Let's make this country better. Make it better for everybody. Yeah. You know. And see, the biggest problem is this. The biggest problem is what we're going through now with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The American people. I'm telling you this. This is the craziest stuff I ever seen, and it's not funny.
No.
We tax people. We pay too much money to see this kind of crazy shit.
Way too much money. Way too much.
Tax for everything.
Again.
We flush your toilet. We got that's costing me
$2.
Run the water in the sink. Hell, that's costing. Oh shit! I got to turn the air conditioner. 110 degrees.
It's crazy to me. I'm trying to figure out: have we gotten so used to them raising prices, to them raising taxes, that we just accept it? We don't have to accept it.
No, we don't. This is what we do.
Last time I checked,
Look here, America.
Insurance, but a lot of us don't get into accidents. That money is just poured in. So when I see State Farm do a Batman commercial, I got a problem with that. Because I'm saying to myself, wait a minute, but y'all don't even want to give people their claims. Y'all don't even want to get, like, how this should be done. I'm going to throw out an example. Okay? I'm going to throw out a solution, rather. How about we try to get a bill passed where if you don't have an accident all year, you get a kickback from the insurance company for not having an accident. And I ain't talking about no discount that y'all claim I got. No. I'm talking about you give me money back in hand because I'm paying you anywhere from $200 to $500 every month for car insurance, and I never get into an accident. What are you using that money for? Again, I done seen Batman commercials with State Farm. I done seen progressive commercials. They got like a short TV show. Again, there's a problem. But again, the government, America, operates on us being naive, us being not outspoken. We have to speak up. Again, it doesn't matter what color skin you are. We are well-paid slaves. And it's just going to continue to get worse until they say, we don't need y'all no more. And that's not just us. That's everybody.
Right.
It's everybody.
And you want to stop all this stuff. It's simple. Go to the store, fill up your food and all that kind of stuff. Get your gas in your car and all that. Then say, you know what? We're going to change this. On a certain day, don't buy nothing. Don't go shopping at Walmart. Don't go shopping at Target. Don't go shopping at this store. Don't buy no gas. Don't go buy no shoes. Don't go buy nothing.
Yeah, because the only thing that controls
That's only control them is their money.
In this country.
Right.
If we're going to talk about worldly stuff.
Right.
If we're going to talk about how to control worldly stuff, it's money.
Right.
It's money.
So the whole problem is about money anyways. So how you stop greedy people?
Yeah.
You stop buying their shit. You fill up your house with everything you need.
Yep.
Hey, if they could do it back in the 60s on the buses and they was getting raps from everybody else, we can do the same damn thing.
Yeah.
And we're younger.
Yeah.
I know, it's time for a change because we keep going backwards. It's 2025, so we're going to keep going through this for 2026, 27.
No,
They're going to be 2030. It's going to be 2035, and we're going to still be going through the same stuff.
No,
It's crazy.
I just recently had a son.
It's crazy.
And then having my son, I had this moment. I said, wait a minute. I refuse to allow my son to walk into a world like this. I refuse. There's so many people that have lost the desire to change the world, to change what's going on, to walk away from what we've always had to deal with. Again, I don't need a government to approve anything for me. They don't control or run my life.
Right.
I refuse to think that.
Right.
I refuse to think that because if I gave them an opportunity to tell me my worth, they will always lowball me.
Yeah.
Always. So I refuse to allow someone to tell me my worth because I know it through my relationship with God. But that's the problem. We haven't allowed God to fully immerse in our lives. And I'm not talking about through church. I'm talking about your own personal relationship, your own personal understanding. Because again, if you haven't realized it yet, things aren't getting better, they're getting worse.
Right.
And they're getting worse because we're continuing to do the same thing over and over and over again. Everyone knows this.
Right.
The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again. So if we all know a thing, why are we doing the thing? Like I don't get it. I don't get it.
It's crazy.
So, to kind of wrap this up again, our conversation was about men. But in this world of men, there are so many bad examples. And there's good ones too. But I need every good man, every good father, every good brother, every good son to step up and speak out about what it means to be a man and truly a man, and not these false depictions of what a man is.
Right.
I want a real man because I need my son. I need my nephew. I need all these little kids and little boys that I see to see real examples of what men are. Because what we've been given is brokenness, trauma. I don't want that.
Right.
I don't want that for my son, which is why I change some of the things that I do, and why every moment I know that my son is looking at me, mimicking what I do, how I move. So I challenge you and I ask you, men, Be the man you are supposed to be, not the man they want you to be.